Well, this was interesting, wasn't it? This is issue 2. Hi, Gotham Girl. How you doing? This is the latest installment of our Round Robin series. Currently talking about Battle for the Cowl. This is issue 2, and I think your feelings on this were pretty similar to mine, actually. I'll just do a brief run through of the plot, then I'll get to some specific issues. First off, we got sort of a war going on between Penguin and Two-Face. They're big crime bosses now, and they're kind of going at it. What they don't suspect, though, is Black Mask is playing a little divide and conquer between the two of them, attacking one and giving evidence that it's the other making the attacks, making them weaken each other. And he also does this to the police department in probably my favorite scene in the issue. It's funny, it has nothing to do with, well, I'll get to that. But, okay, meanwhile, back with the Batman characters, Jason Todd is obviously revealed here as the gun-toting Batman, and he fights Dick Grayson and Damian, and which results in Damian getting shot. Now, I don't care if you hate Damian. I don't even care about Damian. I'm kind of indifferent to the character so far. I know a lot of people hate him. I don't really give a shit about him. But you shot a 10-year-old. I hope you're proud of yourself, Jason. I think my least favorite thing... oh, actually, let me just keep going. Also, the plotted terrorism against the police department. Jason Todd takes out some evil priest. Meanwhile, Tim Drake in the super cool old school Batman suit, along with Catwoman, explore Jason Todd's kind of neato evil cave. I'm not sure where this is, but oh well, it's there. And then, of course, I think the middle part right here is pretty much establishing that Dick Grayson, or should I say Richard Grayson, is going to be the new Batman, because in this scene where Alfred's healing his wounds, Dick pretty much takes responsibility for Damian here, and as well as the whole city. Then we get the cool sequence with the police department, and then of course this shot, which pretty much, you know, anybody who does that, well, that's going to be the Batman. Let's see, then the fight between Jason Todd and Tim Drake caps off this issue with Tim being stabbed in the chest, being left for dead, with Jason Todd saying there's only one left. Now, I don't know if that's supposed to be Dick Grayson or is it Azrael. I didn't read the Azrael issue, so I don't know what Azrael's doing right now. So there we go. That's the end of 2. I think it makes it very obvious that it's going to be Dick Grayson and Damian as the new Batman and Robin. Now, Grant Morrison has been talking about how he really wants to revisit the Silver Age version of Batman. And you know what? I was just thinking the other day after I read this that there was a bunch of short backup stories, imaginary stories written by Alfred. I don't know why he would do this, but he did. Taking place in the future, where Dick Grayson had become Batman and Bruce Wayne Jr. was Robin. And I think that's what he's doing here. He's doing a post-crisis, if that even matters anymore, version of that. So, okay, Grant, have fun. This is what you're doing. Now, okay, reflections. My favorite sequence actually has nothing to do with anything regarding the Batman thing. It's a Black Mask is starting to work the villains together in interesting combinations. He puts Mr. Zsasz, I love Mr. Zsasz, really nice, it's really great to see him here. Jane Doe, who I'm not familiar with, is she a Nightwing villain? I've never seen her before, but she's pretty impressive. In Firefly, just blow up the Gotham headquarters, and they combine their talents. Mr. Zsasz cuts off the face of a cop, and Jane Doe puts it on as a mask to sneak into police headquarters to shoot the DA. I mean, that's some good work. That's good teamwork for villains. That was really, I couldn't believe I was reading that in this issue. And then, of course, everybody talks about this sequence right here. Now, the thing is, this Black Mask stuff is not going to be resolved, I predict, in this miniseries. Judd Winnick is going to be taking over afterwards, and he was a big villain during Judd Winnick's previous time as Batman writer. So I think that's what's setting up. We're going to be dealing with Black Mask a lot after this is all done. Now, as far as my least favorite part, you know, after the fight with Jason Todd in the beginning, he shoots Damian, and he's going to have to let him go. Huntress and Black Canary show up. And Jason Todd knows that, you know, we can't take all of them, so he hot-foots it out of there. And Huntress asks, you know, do you want us to take him out? He goes, no, leave it to me. I mean, he'll probably go kill a whole bunch of people, but me, the penis man, needs to go get him, because after all, my name is Dick. So it has to be me. I have to get him. That's bullshit. That's bad writing. I like this whole miniseries up until now, but I really dislike that part. You could have come up with a better... Black Canary alone could take out Jason Todd. I mean, she's been trained by Lady Shiva, and she has a superpower. She could kick his butt pretty bad. But no, he might hurt other people, but I have to do the. I have to take him out. That really irritated me. Let's see what's going on here. And that's pretty much it. I'm remarkably disappointed that it's not going to be Tim Drake. Matter of fact, Tim Drake might not even be alive at the end of this miniseries, much less the new Batman, which I really liked. I was really warming up to the idea of Tim Drake as the teenage Batman in the old school costume with lighter adventures, sort of a almost Batman Beyond-ish kind of quality. I was really liking that idea. And after all, it is established that he will eventually become Batman in the future. So, I don't know. I'm a little irritated. Actually, I'm a lot irritated at this storyline. But, you know, that's just how it goes. I give this one 4 Ram chips out of 5. Maybe because I'm annoyed. Maybe that's why. Now, we were discussing some questions here. And you asked me, let's see, what do I think about the cover? Now, the cover has a whole bunch of characters who aren't in the issue, like Spoiler, the Knight, I think Jinx, Squire, and Batgirl. And, you know what? Batgirl is the best, if not one of the best. The hell with it. She is the best fighter in the DCU. I think she could be used here. I think they could use her help, but she's not even appearing in the issue. She has a cameo in the first issue, proving once again the editors of DC, or the Batman editors, do not care about this character. I find that a little annoying. Let's see, what do I think about the Joker? Now, I think the Joker is going to be MIA for a while, because if RIP doesn't mean anything, if it was all in Batman's head, then Joker didn't disappear in that truck explosion. The last time I remember seeing Joker was in Birds of Prey, where he fought Oracle, and then kind of ran away after that. So I think DC is going to lay low the Joker, probably because of overexposure. I mean, they had the Dark Knight movie, and then he was in every comic for that year. So, and I think that's kind of mirroring what happened the last time he appeared in the Tim Burton Batman film. He kind of was gone for about, I think, almost 2 years, actually. He was gone a year before the movie showed up, and then maybe a year after that. So I wouldn't be surprised. I think even Morrison's talked about the first year, at the end of his first year, a major villain's coming back. I think it's probably going to be Joker. So that's what I'm thinking. Now you're talking about Dick versus Jason. Cool. I personally think, obviously, that Dick is going to win. He's going to take out Jason. Now, what's going to happen? I've heard Dan Dito talk about this is going to be the redemption of Jason Todd. I've heard him say there's going to be a major death. DC tends to redeem people just before they die, so I think maybe that might be, hopefully, what's going to happen. I could really go for seeing Jason Todd dead again. Because, you know, I was really hoping Tim was going to whack him with that crowbar. That crowbar bit was awesome, I gotta admit. I mean, I think it's now established that Jason Todd's kryptonite is crowbar. I mean, you just whale him with it and he just loses all power. I just find that fantastic. Anyway, that's pretty much what we're going for here. And let's see, I'm going to leave a link to Gotham Girl's part of this and on the side. And until then, push the button, Lindsay.